Hello guys, we're back with of course more Draft League. We see the Diamond Dogs take on the Armiran Avaluggs, and I gotta say this is a pretty interesting matchup. Because you've got that powerful Rain Core. Dango has proven that it's just way too strong to like ignore the powerful Rain Core Pelipper and Mega Swampert. And even his Toxapex stall has seemed to worked out pretty well so far. And on the other side we have Hippowdon to potentially reset the weather and Mega Floette to just hit really hard. But we mightn't even see that considering there's a Mega Aggron potentially on the board. And then we have Sinistcha to deal with a Mega Swampert. But who's gonna deal with a Pelipper? Who's gonna deal with the Pelipper if Sinistcha is there to deal with the Mega Swampert? That's one thing I'm really concerned about because I don't really see a Pelipper check or resist here. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. We'll see how Nosus try to deal with this. Okay, let's get to it. We see Hippowdon, Infernape, Corviknight, Scrafty, Mega Scrafty, Slowking, Sinistcha. We're watching this from Nosus POV because I did not have the luxury of being here. Usually I just record them, but yeah, now we had to do something else. On the other side we have Arcanine with that Rain Core, very interesting. Last time he used Flare Blitz in Rain. Toxapex, Pelipper, Mega Swampert, I guess, Mega Aggron, I guess, 2 Mega options, and Mouse Hold. On one side we see the Sinistcha Scrafty lead come out, I think, if Nosus sticks to this, and Slowking and Infernape in the back. How is that Infernape in the back gonna play out if he does get up weather? Okay, we see Hippowdon not Slowking. That might be a good choice considering you want to reset that rain. But that's the issue with Sandstorm. Like if you have Sun, you can like take those resisted hits, like reduce water damage. But with Sandstorm, you don't get that. You don't get the damage decrease. So you're still going to be switching in on wave crashes potentially, and that's really scary to me. Okay, so we see Aggron, Pelipper lead on the other side. Mega Aggron, I guess. How will Nosus respond to this? Because Pelipper does threaten Sinistcha, but he seems to ignore it with a potential fake out going into Pelipper, I guess. Fake out into Aggron, okay, Aggron switches out, makes sense. Toxapex switches in, allowing Pelipper to do some massive damage, I think. I think Pelipper's gonna... No, Pelipper goes for Tailwind. Pelipper goes for Tailwind instead of taking the free damage with Hurricane. How much does this do? Okay, that's 42% to Pelipper. That's good. Toxapex can just heal this off by leftovers and Regenerator, I guess. Does Pelipper respond with a KO here? That's really good damage from Sinistcha though. I didn't expect it to do that much. Protect coming out of Scrafty. I guess he wants to save that Mega Intimidate. He gambled on the wrong slot being Hurricaned here. Does Sinistcha go down? Sinistcha actually goes down to 1 Hurricane. No! That's insane. Okay. What now? He's already 1-1 down and he hasn't done any serious damage yet. He does get this reset weather here. But how much is that gonna help at this point? Can he retaliate in some sort of way? Whirlwind into the Toxapex slot. I guess he expects a Swampert switch in here. Mega Scrafty going for a knockoff. So that's gonna be Swampert in. Swampert in, being intimidated, but also being whirlwinded. If he fishes Pelipper now, that's going to be devastating. If he fishes Pelipper now, he's kind of played into Dango's hands, and like you have to be lucky. I think this blocks Whirlwind. This should block Whirlwind. Knock off into Swampert, doesn't knock off the item. Nope, doesn't knock off the item. Whirlwind ignores Protect. Okay, yeah, that's my bad. I should have known that. Pelipper goes in. No way. No way. I mean, it was a 50-50, but still. Would have rather seen Aggron, I guess. Okay, so accidentally sets up the weather. Whirlwinds again. Do you allow him to do water boosted damage here? That's... I mean, I don't think you have any other options. I don't think you have any other options if your nose is here. Swampert is intimidated. Does he guess the right slot now? No. Does it go down? It just goes down. That's another turn of protecting the wrong mon, I guess. Or at least making the wrong call. The wrong... Yeah, okay, he doubled, so... Okay. He double attacked. Until it petters out, but Swampert is still by far the fastest one. And what is stopping Swampert from just annihilating Infernape here? I guess a fake out. Dango protects you. Avoid the fake out, really good. Don't think fake out was enough to kill, but yeah. Still good to ignore that damage. Hurricane coming out. Doesn't take the KO, Scrafty's super bulky. Knock off into Pelipper. Does get the KO, okay, 1 KO. Is there enough time to make something happen? There should be like 2 or 3 turns of rain left. So Swampert is still the fastest one on the board by a mile. Aggron coming in. Ooh, he has the quad effect, the Scorching Sands for Aggron. Okay, I see you. Protecting us Crafty to make sure it doesn't get KO'd here. But I wonder if it's actually being targeted. Yeah, okay, Infernape holding on to that sash, but still. Does Scorching Sands do enough damage? Even though it's quad effective. Swampert goes down. That means Toxapex is the only one in the back, I think. Scorching Sands brings Aggron down to sturdy. Does Aggron target Infernape? No, it doesn't target Infernape. So Nosus actually got this right. He actually got this turn right with that protect, and he's fully back in the game because Swampert knocked himself right. At the cost of basically a Focus Sash. Or like 99% of his HP, but yeah. Okay, so how is Nosus gonna try to lock this in? Can Dango outstall him with Toxapex? I doubt it. I think because of these heavy hitters and being able to knock off the leftovers. As long as 2 mons stay standing here. As long as 2 mons stayed alive here, there was no way Dango could pull this back. Yeah, so Aggron goes down. Toxapex protected, even though it... I mean, I don't know if it has an attacking move, but otherwise it would have been able to take the 1v1, and you never win a 1v1 against Toxapex, I think. I don't think you ever win that 1v1. But now it's a 2v1. Scorching Sands does very little damage. Do you get a burn? No burn. Knockoff does a lot of damage. Oh, that's a crit, yeah. Does that crit matter? I'm not sure if it does have an attacking move. Which means it could have knocked out either Infernape or got some damage on Scrafty last turn. I don't think the crit mattered. I think Knockoff would have been able to take the 2-hit KO anyways. But we'll never know, I think. Would have been close, but I don't think it mattered. Okay, so that's GG's. First game goes to Nosos. Really nice comeback. I didn't think he would be able to pull that off. That was a really nice comeback. Okay. Game 2 already starting. Sorry, my bad, I lined them up pretty quickly. Okay, so Scrafty Infernape lead versus Arcanine Swampert lead. Okay. Does get the Intimidated with Arcanine. Fake out going into Swampert and just switching in Hippowdon for the weather. That means if Dango decides to switch in Pelipper, the sand will go up and not the rain. Assuming Hippowdon is slower, and yeah, Hippowdon is slower than Pelipper, we all know that. Okay, he actually switches out Swampert for Pelipper. The opponent does go in to reset the ring. Yeah, to reset the weather. PK doing nothing here. Play Rough also doing nothing. So Nosos has the send-up that he wants. And Dango doesn't really have anything in return. He has Pelipper that can do massive damage with a water move right now. I assume it has a water move. Wait. Scorching Sands into Arcanine, and his opponent only has Earthquake as an attacking move. So, who are you gonna Whirlwind this turn? Whirlwinding Arcanine. I'm sorry. Arcanine protects. Scorching Sands into the protected Arcanine and Whirlwind to... No, don't tell me he's doing it again. Don't tell me you're setting up yourself for another rain switching. There's no way, dude. At this point... At this point, don't gamble with Hurricane anymore. No, it hasn't paid off yet. That's so unfortunate. Because how are you gonna reset the weather? You have to take a water boosted hit and you have 2 mons weak to water type 2. Switching in Sinistcha. Hopefully Sinistcha takes a water move and not a Hurricane for Pelipper. That would be devastating. Hospitality getting Infernape back to its Sash. That's a nice play. Swampert Mega Evolves into Mega Swampert. It goes for a Wave Crash into what slot? Infernape. Okay. Infernape doesn't go down. How much damage does it do to Swampert? This is why I usually run Endeavor Infernape, but that's just me. Knock off, going... Yeah, knocking off Pelipper Focus Sash, but I don't think it would have done anything. Doubling into Infernape, that's crazy. Crazy work. At least the Hurricane didn't go into Sinistcha. That's the first KO for Dango. So Nosos is on the back foot, but he does get to reset weather. Meaning Hurricane is like 50% accurate right now. I think its accuracy drops in Sand too. No, actually that's Sun. I think it only drops in Sun. Might just be my lack of knowledge, but yeah, it's at least not 100% anymore. Meaning it's pretty risky to click Hurricane. Wide Guard for the Matcha Gotcha, that's insane. Wave Crash, it's taking that KO. Yeah, we've already seen this KO from full HP. Okay, that's really unfortunate. It's looking like we'll see the first match go to 3 games. I believe we haven't had one of those yet. I believe we haven't had a match go to 3 games yet. Scrafty going in, intimidating, potentially double intimidating Swampert. Now he does still have Arcanine in the back, so Dango could switch out Swampert to reset his attack. Reset his attack stages. You don't want Swampert intimidated, I guess. And Swampert doesn't really do anything right now. Like, it can't really take a KO on anyone here, and that's what you want with Swampert. You want to be able to take those one-hit KOs with water-boosted moves. With rain-boosted water moves. My bad, sorry. Switches out Pelipper into Toxapex. Protecting on Swampert, I guess? Swampert uses Protector. Oh my god, this is such a strong core. You can just swap in Toxapex, taking very little damage. Swap out your Rain. And, yeah, because Swampert goes for Protect. Doesn't Matcha Gotcha do anything here, doesn't get a burn. No, okay, so you can just swap out your Pelipper, Protect on Swampert, swap in Toxapex, which takes like no damage and have regenerated to heal it off anyways. And then you can swap in your Rain again, and then you can do massive damage. Actually, actual insane core. You gotta respect it. I did not expect Toxapex to fulfill such a good role. And even though there are like 3 water types, it doesn't even, like, Swampert is only one weak to grass, that's a water weakness. Swampert is immune to electric moves, so either Toxapex or Pelipper as its partner are gonna be able to, like, get it by electric moves, but Swampert can, like, counter electric types. It's a really nice core, even though there's 3 water types. Okay, so Arcanine came out, Scrafty Mega Evolved, unfortunately didn't get the Intimidate on a mon he wanted. Rage Powder. Let's see what's, okay, Toxapex, bye-bye to your leftovers. Toxapex goes for Toxic, yeah, it was either Toxic or Infestation here. To chip down that Sinistcha, get some really important damage on it, and let's see how this is gonna play out, because Scrafty is a -1 attack now, and I don't think it has a super effective move on either of these Mon. So how will it be able to take a KO here? Close combat going into Arcanine, and just another Matcha Gotcha. Does Toxapex go for Wide Guard though? No, it doesn't go for Wide Guard. Flare Blitz into Sinistcha, doesn't take a KO, but you have to believe it goes down eventually, after 1 or 2 turns. Matcha Gotcha. Arcanine avoids the attack, that's fine, it wouldn't have done too much anyways. Toxapex takes this really well, only getting like 13%, 15% of healing back. Close combat into Arcanine doesn't pick up the KO because of the Intimidate. Infestation into Scrafty, yeah. Okay, he's screwed now. He's kind of screwed now, I can't lie. Nosos has to pull something out of his hi-hat to make this happen. Let's see what tricks he has up his sleeve. Because Arcanine and Toxapex are both really low, but Scrafty can't switch out, and Sinistcha is most likely gonna faint here. Arcanine protects. I'm sorry for the Discord message, I can't do much about it. Painful Bunker, yeah, double protect. That makes sure at least Sinistcha goes down. Could have gone for Life Dew actually to keep Sinistcha up for 1 more turn. I guess he didn't realize in time. Okay, Sinistcha goes down, so that's another KO for Dango. Slowly but surely he's like pulling the match in. Yeah, Scrafty's the only one left alive. I thought there was another one. No, Hippowdon got 1-shot, yeah, my bad, I forgot Hippowdon got absolutely obliterated by Swampert. So Scrafty should go down here to a 4x Relay Rough. Yeah, okay, that's match 2. Okay, let's get into match 3. 1-1, so the first match going into sort of overtime, or tiebreaker, whatever you want to call it. Okay, Slowking Scrafty lead, looking like a Trick Room lead. Might pay off. Okay, double Intimidate on both sides, or like Intimidate happening on both sides. Arcanine Toxapex lead, looking like a stall lead of some sort. Fake out going into Arcanine. I don't think he's got enough fake out to land on a mon that's actually staying in and not protecting yet. So really big thumbs up to Dango for predicting the fake out into the wrong slot every time. Into the right slot, I mean, not the wrong slot. Lumberry getting rid of that poison, that's really good. Scald, protects, unfortunate. How does Slowking respond to this? Just a Psychic into the Toxapex slot, even though Arcanine can't protect anymore. Scrafty protects. Not Mega Evolving yet. Keeping that extra Intimidate in the pocket. Stretch protects. Yeah, another Toxic. Just what we thought. Okay, how much does Psychic do though? Psychic doesn't do Haul. Toxapex heals a little bit off. Okay. Does Slowking... If Slowking gets infestated right now, it might be Might be a little tricky. How does Nosos respond to Slowking being poisoned? Does he just switch in Hippowdon to get some chip himself? I mean, it will chip down Slowking even more. I gotta say, Nosos doesn't really have good sand synergy, besides the fact that he can just set up sand to get rid of rain. You might be able to make an argument that sand is helping Dango more than Nosos. Ignoring that play rough at the very least. Trick Room coming out. Hopefully, Hippowdon is able to do anything here. I don't think he has shown Earthquake yet. So let's see how Dango is gonna anticipate it. I would expect a high horsepower here, not an Earthquake. We know the Toxapex has White Guard, so there is a chance he just clicks White Guard here. Going for yet another switch, it seems. Okay, switching in Sinistra, so it takes a resisted Earthquake. And then hopefully landing on both the opposing mons. Hospitality's healing up Hippowdon. No, Toxapex actually uses White Guard. What an insane read. How though? I don't think we have seen Earthquake yet, or maybe like once, but not impactful. Only hitting his own Sinistra. That's gotta hurt. Flare Blitz, at least not into the Sinistra slot. Hippowdon takes this fairly well. Arcanine chipping himself down a little bit. Little sand chip. Not much has happened in this match yet. I feel like it's really close. And we don't know what's in the bag for Dango yet. I think Nosos has shown all his mons, but Dango has only shown his lead. And the Arcanine Toxapex lead seems really hard to deal with. There goes Toxapex. Switching Impelliper. How does Arcanine respond? Don't tell me he's gonna Flare Blitz into the rain again. Don't tell me he's doing that again. Please Dango, don't let me down. Don't Flare Blitz in the rain again. No, okay, he doesn't. He learned from last week where he just clicked Flare Blitz in the rain. Multiple times, I think. Earthquake. Not hitting any of his opposing mons again and hitting his own Slowking. No, this is the second time. This is the second time he hasn't hit anyone with his spread move except himself. That's really unfortunate. Okay, Hippowdon switching out. Sinistra's getting in, negating the damage that Hippowdon did to Slowking. Swampert must come out here. Toxapex. Okay, no Swampert. That doesn't mean he doesn't have a Swampert. I would really expect a Swampert here. Toxapex getting burned? No burn? Really unlucky on the burn so far. Scorching Sand Scald have not picked up a burn yet. Same for Matcha Gotcha. No burns yet. Sinistra goes down. No. Notos, how are you gonna recover from this? I feel like Sinistra was very, very important to win this, but who are you gonna switch in to take a Hurricane there? I guess Hippowdon could have maybe taken it. Maybe would have missed even. Maybe Slowking can benefit from this rain. Scrafty Mega Evolving into Fake Out. Does he expect a Swampert switch? Does he just expect a Swampert switch here? That's what I'm wondering. Intimidate, no switches. Painful Bunker. Didn't target Toxapex, I think. Double Protect. Or maybe the Psychic into the Toxapex. Sorry, I was getting cold, I didn't pay attention fully. Psychic into Toxapex, yeah, there we go. This match is going on forever. I mean, no one wants to see stall, but it's amazing how he makes his work so well in such an offensive team. Switches out, and switches in Swampert actually. So Toxapex is getting put on the bench for a little while. Hurricane into Scrappy. Okay, knockoff going into Swampert. Again, not gonna knock off the item. Slowking doubles up the Swampert. Even a double up is not enough to take a KO. What now? Brain Boosted Skull is an option, but both your mons are on low HP. Protecting us Crafty, hopefully keeping Slowking alive too, but I doubt it. I mean, you want to avoid the double KO, but at what cost? At cost of Slowking, I think. Yeah, Crafty protects, and high horsepower goes into Slowking and just knocks it out, yeah. That's rough. Protected, Scrafty, but at what cost? Rain goes down. The opponent can switch in, but there's still 4 mons to beat, and Scrafty being poisoned doesn't help. I don't think opponent can take this home, because Pelipper even, yeah. Pelipper is a flying type. Going for a double protect actually, okay. Okay. Ends up hitting Vomon again. Nosos really has a fetish for hitting his own mons. Okay, that's unfortunate. GG's. The stall really worked well. Yeah, really unfortunate for Nosos, but yeah, well played, Dango. Well played. And I'm adding the numbers to the wrong side. Not bad. Yeah, really well played. GG's. Good job, good job. Also annoying to play against, but he made it work so well. So yeah, I guess that's it. See you on the next one. Bye.